Okay, it is May 5th around 11:18 a.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Try crank out a quick video here today for Million Token, the markets, and Bitcoin real quick. We get the disclaimer out of the way. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is only to be used as entertainment. I just want to get that out of the way. Quick talk about Million Token real quick. I think the last time I did the video was about 2 weeks ago on the 19th. And we had that one whale pump. One person bought up was it 5,000 tokens or something? And as the price was coming down, they panic sold, and I think they lost like 40% of their investment or something. So last I checked, they were out, and we're back in the trading range of between like $1.72 and like $2 and some change. This is the defined chart. Last time I pulled up Dex Tools, it looks like the was indexing. So, I wanted to pull up a line chart just to kind of take out the wicks, see where the price action is, and a little easier to visualize. So my thoughts on the price of Million Token. So every so often I'll go in and look at the transactions, and I'll go to Etherscan and pull out the transactions. Oh, this is the ETH gas price, by the way, which is like 226. So I wouldn't be buying or selling anything right now. The gas is way high. But this is the contract address for Million Token if you go to transfers in the main page, which is also found on milliontoken.org website. And my thoughts are that the major buyers or sellers are all coming from Gate.io. If Gate.io price is, different than the Uniswap price, you'll see a lot of transfers from Gate.io go to Uniswap, and then they will sell. Or big buyers are buying them up on Uniswap, and then they're sending them over to Gate.io. So this is back and forth swap. So I don't really trust the price. Again, crypto is cyclical. So there are some meme coins pumping out there. I know everybody's heard of Pepe. And, if you got in early, good enough for you. Just be careful and, take profits on the way up, as we should have learned all with Million Token. But, the tokenomics are great for Million Token, and all the coins are out in circulation. It's just a matter of if it gets adoption or not. So, but I'm not too happy seeing that the major buyers and sellers of the token are just going back and forth between Gate.io and Uniswap. And there's also some arbitrage with, Binance Smart Chain and Polygon. I see transfers there also. I know people on the socials are picking up handfuls of Million Token here and there, but they're really just small amounts as far as I can tell. But those are just basically my thoughts on Million Token. I'm still on the sidelines. I haven't bought any Million Token this year. I'm just holding with what I have. The last time I bought Million Token was somewhere like a $1.80 range when it dropped. I haven't been able to get it below that. I think I did have opportunities, but I just wasn't quick enough, I think, or I had cold feet. But those opportunities are pretty rare if you get the chance to buy it, let's say below $1.80. And usually what I see is when the price gets really low like that, the bots are just too fast. They buy it really, really quick. So I'm not sophisticated enough to get a bot. I'm not even too sure if I want to trust a bot, but I think long term, if you're patient, whether you get it at $1.80 or $1.90 or $1.70, if those are going to be the lows, it's not going to matter long term. So, if I can get it below $1.80, $1.70, $1.60, $1.50, I might buy some more and just add it to my HODL position. But the bots are too fast. They'll buy them up pretty fast. And what else is there I can say about the Million Token? There is a little bit of a liquidity wall here, I noticed. I just pulled this up a moment ago. So to get it above like $2.08, which is right there, you'd have to buy like, $5,000 worth of Million Token. So there could be a number of reasons for this wall here. I think the price action is basically bouncing between here, and somebody put a wall up there thinking that's probably the best way they're going to get fees. So if it keeps trading between $1.95 and $1.08, whoever put this wall up will just collect the fees. I think that's how it's set up. But if we break through that wall, they'll be out of million token. They might have to buy it back in, or maybe this is just their way of saying, hey, I'm going to sell my million token between, up to 208, and then I'm just going to get it out and not provide liquidity anymore. Or if the price goes down below, they might move that wall lower. I'm not sure. But it seems to be trading basically between, $1.95 and $2 and change. So that's probably, why the wall is there, to just earn more fees. That's just my theory. The price on Gate.io is $1.98, and the Uniswap price is basically about the same. I know if you put like $100 in there, the price would be like $2, so a 2-cent difference. So what else is there? Okay, so let's just go over real quick the S&P 500. The Fed raised their rates yesterday, another 0.25%. So now the Fed rate is 5.25%. And as I've posted on my Twitter page since last year, November 3rd, don't fight the Fed. See rule number 1, for rule number 2. So I don't really see us breaking above this resistance here anytime soon until rates come down. So if the market's strong, maybe the Fed might raise again. They're open to the idea. They didn't say they weren't. So I think the general consensus right now is the market thinks they're not going to raise rates for the rest of the year. But we'll just see if the market breaks through. I think the Fed is going to have to slow or cool off the markets. And it's just not looking good. This moving average seems to be kind of rolling over a little bit, just like it did in the .com bubble and then the housing bubble, if you look at the moving average. Another thing I noticed, if you look at the monthly RSI, we're on the monthly chart. Look at the .com bubble. You see how the RSI is going down here, lower highs, lower lows, but the price is going up until it finally didn't. It went down. Same thing happened here in February 2018. The RSI was going down, 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 and then the pandemic happened, and we should have come down to these lower levels of the RSI of 28 or so, but the Fed stepped in and printed all that money, 6 trillion or whatever it was, and the market just had to blow off top because of that. And now we're really going back to where we should have, back here when we should have had corrections of an RSI, going back down to these lower levels. Maybe not so much down at the 2009 levels, but at least 29. So it wouldn't surprise me if before we have a market recovery, maybe we come back down and test those lower monthly lows on the RSI, like we did back in 2002 when we had the .com bubble. We were headed that direction. I actually got out, I think, in August 2019, so I missed this big move up, but that was just my way of handling the risk. And I was in Bitcoin at the time, so it didn't matter, because my ratio and my risk, that it was okay for me for that. So I'm still in, let's see, what am I, about 25% cash, and mostly Bitcoin right now. So the dollar, I still think is going to go down for the rest of the year. No change there. The Bitcoin, you got the CME gap. Down here, I'm not really watching that. There's a gap up above. This really isn't a big concern for me. So the last time I bought Bitcoin was at around $27,000. So my plan right now is to buy Bitcoin if it makes lower lows for my previous buy. So if it goes below 27,000, I will continue to dollar cost average until it goes up, and I'm just going to hold. Because, zooming out, we are still in this bottom green range, which I consider to be a good buying opportunity. I bought all the way up to 30,000, and I told myself, okay, this is it. I'm going to keep buying. If the price goes down, I'll keep dollar cost averaging. And you come up with your own strategy. I know, Benjamin Cohen, he's got this risk assessment thing for Bitcoin, where right now at 29,000, the risk assessment is at 0.515. he doesn't really want to buy Bitcoin unless it's below point 0.4, which would mean the price is 21,129, today. The risk changes all the time because it's based on time and price. So, 5 months from now, if the price is still 29,000, maybe the risk is point 0.4, because it's time sensitive also. So just keep that in mind. So, that's one thing I'm thinking of too. If the price is at point 0.4, which it was when I bought like 27,000 at the time, then, I would buy if the risk is point 0.4 or less. And then, you can tell yourself, well, if the risk is like, 0.7, maybe start dollar cost averaging out of Bitcoin into the fiat. And then if, the risk is, 1, that's probably at a good time to have that blow off top. But you don't have to use, this particular metric system. There's other things you can go by. You could go by the cbbi.info website, where the risk right now is 28. And here's a graph of that. You can just tell yourself, well, I'm only going to be buying Bitcoin if, the CBBI index is 10 or less. And then when it's up to like 100 or getting close to 100, get out. You can use that system. There's a whole bunch of charts at lookintobitcoin.com/charts. And you can go by any number of these indicators. You can go by the Pro multiple or the Meyer multiple, or you can buy colors. You can buy the feed and greed index if you want to go by those numbers. I think the CBI info chart is really good because it's free. You don't have to, pay for, this service, and it's pretty in depth. And you can check all these blue marks here if you want to, tweak it a bit. So those are my thoughts. I'm just relaxing right now. I haven't bought any crypto since when was that? April 24th. And I'm just sitting on the sidelines. I don't want to be holding cash, but I want to have it available if I can buy the dip. So my philosophy is market's still probably going to go down. If it goes up, that's good for Bitcoin, and I'm just going to hodl it out. And hopefully in another 3 years, right, we'll have that blow off top, and I'll be able to retire. I should have retired if I took my profits a year ago when Bitcoin was closer to like 69,000, but I got greedy, so paying for that now. But lessons learned, and I think that's all there is. I'm not going to be doing a lot of videos if the market's going down, because I'm just going to be dollar cost averaging. You guys know I'm just going to be dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. I think the altcoins, I think Bitcoin dominance is still going to rise. I think most people kind of think that, especially in times of uncertainty, and people are just going to have a flight to Bitcoin. If you want to have some fun and you want to buy some meme coins, go ahead. Just be sure it's money that you don't mind losing, because you never know if there's going to be rug pulls or whatever. I know Pepe is really, really hot right now. And, if you want to throw $50 or $100 in there, and it can go up like 100% in a day or two, just, take out your initial money that you put in, save some for taxes if you have to, and then you can let the rest ride type thing. Or, dollar cost average up or down, however you want to do it. So I think that's about it. If I see any major news with Million Token, I'll try to do a video if there's an important proposal or something. But I think it's going to be quiet for the altcoins for quite some time. Not until we get a good indication if the stock market is going to go up, or if the Fed is going to decrease rates, because I think the banks are going to continue to go under as the rates are being increased. Banks seem to be dropping like flies every week, and there's one theory. If these smaller banks get consolidated into just a few larger banks, that would be easier for the government to launch their central bank digital currency. They could let the banks fail, and they can say, hey, look, we've got you covered. Here's your wallet, and here's access to your central bank digital currency. if you want your money. So you're going to kind of be forced into that. So one way out is through crypto, obviously. And I think, you know, the world crypto right now is Bitcoin, but I still think there's room for altcoins and speculation as well. And, you know, they could be fun as well too. But that's what I have been doing lately. I have got myself back in the gym in February, and I'm down like more than 40 pounds. So, you know, I'm happy about that, and doing good. I'm doing really good. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'll talk to everybody else later. Bye-bye.